whatever you felt, whatever you needed, whatever you gave and kept giving. The person across from you could only ever give you what they were capable of giving. Not what you deserved, not what you needed, not what you were hoping they would eventually become. Only what they were capable of. And this distinction, small as it sounds, changes everything. You've probably asked yourself some version of this question. Why don't they love me enough? Why don't they see what I give? Why don't they value me? How can they be willing to lose me? And you've tried to find the answer inside yourself. Am I too much? Am I asking for too much? Is there something about me that makes me impossible to fully love? But modern psychology, and attachment theory specifically, offers a completely different way of seeing this. The reason someone can't meet you where you are is almost never about your worth. It is about their capacity. They can only see as much as they are able to see. They can only feel as much as they have learned to feel. They can only give as much as they actually have inside them to give. And no amount of patience, effort, or love on your part changes what someone is capable of. But here's where it gets painful. Because somewhere inside, most of us carry a belief that goes something like this. If I give just a little more, they will finally see me. If I am just patient enough, they will understand what I need. If I love them well enough, it will unlock something in them. And so we give more. We wait longer. We forgive faster. We ask for less. We shrink ourselves to fit into the space their capacity allows. And the cruelest part of this loop is that it almost never works. Not because you failed, but because you were trying to solve a problem that was never yours to solve. No one can give you something they don't have. And the longer we spend trying to make someone capable of what they aren't, the longer we spend away from people who already are. Here's a question worth sitting with honestly. Are you in love with the person in front of you? Or are you in love with the version of them you believe they could become? Because wanting someone to give you more than they are capable of giving is, in a very real sense, wanting them to be someone they are not. And trying to change someone's capacity is not love. It is a quiet rejection of who they actually are. This is not a judgment. It is one of the most human things there is. To see potential in someone and to love that potential as if it were already real. But at some point, honesty asks us to look clearly at what is actually there. Not what we hope is there. Not what they promised once, in a moment of warmth, but the consistent, everyday reality of who this person is and what they are genuinely able to offer. The problem is rarely what you deserve. The problem is what you've been accepting. And the most important question, the one that leads somewhere real, is not why aren't they giving me more? It's why am I staying in a place where I am not being met? What is keeping me here? What does it say about how I see myself? That I am willing to keep giving to someone who cannot give back in the same way? These are not easy questions, but they are the right ones. Because the answers will tell you more about your own wounds, your own patterns, and your own relationship with your worth than any conversation with the other person ever could. And that information, as uncomfortable as it is exactly where real change begins. Seeing someone's capacity clearly, really seeing it, is one of the most loving things you can do. Not just for yourself, for them too. Because when you accept someone as they are, without trying to change them, without silently waiting for them to become someone different, you give them something rare. You see them, the actual them, and then you make a real choice. Not a choice based on potential, not a choice based on who they were in one good moment, but a choice based on who they consistently are, and whether that person is genuinely good for you. You are allowed to love someone and also recognize that their capacity cannot meet your needs. Both things can be true, and recognizing that is not giving up. It is finally choosing yourself, with clarity and with compassion. If this reached something true in you today, Subscribe to the channel and help this content reach more people who need it. And if someone you know needs to hear this today, share it with them. I'll see you in the next one.